Hello guys, this is SoapMactavish Plus and this video is going to be a review on a shitty game series called Persona. This series is fucking terrible. I have to say it's the worst RPG series I've ever seen in my life. And guess what? Pokemon, Final Fantasy and Disgaea are all RPG games, so that's how fucking bad it is. Okay then, let's start with the graphics. Oh my fucking god, the graphics. The graphics aren't the worst I've ever seen, but they certainly come close. They are 3D, not 2D, which is about the only good thing I can say about them. But it's all downhill from there. The graphics are cartoony as fuck, even though the most recent game Persona 4 was on the PlayStation Vita, which is supposed to have graphics as good as the PlayStation 3. It doesn't, by the way, and the Vita sucks dick, but I'll talk about that another time. Anyway, these graphics are cartoony as fuck, but it gets worse. It's not just regular cartoon graphics, it's like fucking anime graphics. An anime looks fucking horrible. Fucking shitty Japanese anime is fucking shit. Why the fuck would they make a game that looks like that? It gets even worse though. Not only are the graphics gay-ass anime shit, but the characters look like fucking fags too. Take a look at some of these characters, they all look girly as fuck, even though they are guys. Why the fuck do they make such faggish looking characters? Anime graphics are fucking horrible. They better never make another fucking game that looks like this. Okay, now let's move on to the gameplay, and this is where things get really fucking shit. All the Persona games have you control a fucking school kid. Yeah, you don't control some badass marine or unstoppable robot soldier, you control some pussy-ass school kid. And you get other characters that follow you too, but they are all pussy-ass school kids too, except this one character who is actually a fucking bear suit. Yes, a bear suit. Not a bear. Look at this bitch. There isn't a guy inside there either, it's an empty fucking suit that walks and talks. Yeah. This shit is so retarded it makes My Little Pony look like it makes fucking sense. A fucking bear suit with nobody in it that's alive. I'd have to say that's the shittest character I've ever seen in any game ever. Okay, actually, before I move on to the gameplay properly, I want to talk about the characters a bit, because they are all fucking terrible. This is the main character you control in Persona. He's some faggot who got transferred to a new school, so he has like no fucking friends at the start of the game. He looks like a hipster faggot, and the only good thing is you can change his name, so he has a badass name, while all the other characters have gay-ass names. He's probably the least shitty out of all the characters though. This is Yosuke. He's some pussy little nerd who tries to get a girlfriend all the time, but always fails because he's a little bitch. He is like the first character you get after the main character, and he is a total pussy. He uses these shitty little knives as weapons that look gay as fuck, and he always fails at everything he does in the story. There's this one scene where he is stuck inside a fucking trash can, and you have to rescue him. I have no idea how the fuck he got in there. Probably someone threw him in because he's a garbage character. This is she's some ugly bitch that is obsessed with fucking food even though she's not fat. That's how realistic this gay game is. If it was real life she'd be fat as fuck. She talks like a fucking retard. All the videos I watched with her talking in them pissed me off. I'd probably mute the game in any scene she's in. If I was retarded enough to play this game that is, which I'm not. This is Yukiko. She's probably the least shitty out of the girl characters. She's just a dumb bitch who hates her life, but is too much of a pussy to do anything about it. She is like, waiting for someone to rescue her from her shitty life, which makes her turn into like an evil monster or some shit, but I think she becomes good again afterwards. This is Kanji, one of the most stupid fucking characters of all. He's like this faggot, who is too scared to come out of the closet, so he tries to act like a gangster so that nobody finds out he's gay. Yeah, you probably think I'm just making this shit up, but I'm serious, this is his actual story. There's like this fucking scene where he's trying to get with this guy, except they are actually a girl and he doesn't realize, even though it's obvious as fuck. Then your character sees him and he runs off. This guy is a fucking loser, one of the worst characters in the game. This is Rise, she's like this fucking slut who wants to strip for everyone on TV. Yeah, again, I'm not making this shit up, this is her actual story. She is like a fucking kid celebrity or some shit, but she wants to be a fucking slut on TV instead. Actually she sounds a lot like Miley Cyrus lol, except this game came out before all that shit happened, so maybe the fags who made this game are like fucking psychic or some shit. This is Teddy, he's a fucking bear suit that is alive. I already explained why he's the most retarded character ever, so I'm not gonna bother doing it again. This is Naoto. Remember how I said there was that faggot before who was trying to get with a girl pretending to be a guy? Well, this is her. She's like a fucking cross-dresser who wants to be a guy. Didn't I tell you all these characters were fucking retarded? She's supposed to be smart as fuck, but she ends up getting kidnapped and you have to save her, so I guess that proves she's fucking retarded after all. Okay, now I've done the characters, let's move on to the gameplay. Like I said, your character is some pussy baby school kid. Basically you have to go to school as your character, which as you'd fucking guess, is boring as fuck. Yeah, they actually made a game about going to school, as if that shit wasn't boring enough in real life. Seriously, why the fuck would you want to play this shit? After your character is finished school, you can walk around this shitty town and either talk to people or get a job or something. Oh, yeah, this is how unrealistic this game is. Your guy can have like 5 jobs at once, and he gets them instantly, and he never gets fired even if he doesn't show up for work in like 3 months. And he's a school kid. Yeah, this is totally not bullshit or anything. And if you thought that was unrealistic, you haven't heard shit yet. Since this is an RPG game, you'd guess there'd be fighting in it. So who does your character fight? The school bully? No, he fights fucking monsters that live inside of a TV in Walmart. Well, it's not actually called Walmart, but that's what it's supposed to be. Oh, yeah, I wasn't joking about your character fighting monsters in a TV either. Your characters have like this superpower that lets them go into a world inside a TV. And once they are inside the TV, they have like these fucking monsters, called personas that fight for them. It's like Pokemon, except about 1,000 times more retarded. Actually, the one good thing about this game over Pokemon is that the humans actually fight in it as well, although they have some retarded weapons. This bitch uses a fucking fan as a weapon. The closet queer uses a fucking chair. The bear suit uses like a spiky arm. The only one I have to give credit to is the crossdresser. She actually has the fucking common sense to bring a fucking gun. Anyway, this is how the fighting works. You choose fucking attacks off a fucking menu. Yeah, there's no skill involved, it's just choosing fucking attacks off a fucking menu. And just like Pokemon and Final Fantasy and all the other shitty RPG games I have reviewed on my old accounts, the highest level character always wins every time. So there's no strategy involved, all you have to do is kill a bunch of monsters until your level is really fucking high, and then you can own all the bosses easily. Okay, now there's another section of this game I'm going to review that I don't normally mention in my reviews, because it's really fucking bad in this game. That is the music. The music is some of the most horrible shit I've ever heard in my life. I'll fucking play some for you in a second, just so you know how shit it is. This is a SoapMactavish plus safety warning. If you are watching this video with fucking headphones, turn that shit down, because you are about to hear music that makes Justin Bieber sound good. Okay, did you fucking understand a word of that? I sure fucking didn't, and believe it or not, that shit was actually in fucking English. It's like some retarded Japanese person trying to sing in fucking English, except they can't pronounce any of the fucking words right, so it sounds like shit. Not to mention the background music is fucking horrible too. Oh, and the entire soundtrack for the game is like this. Japanese people failing to sing in English. They should have gotten a real English person to sing the songs, or better yet, just use music that doesn't suck dick. Okay, let's wrap this shit up. The graphics are gay ass and shit. The characters look like fags and have retarded ass stories. The story is about going to school. The gameplay is easy as fuck, it's choosing attacks off a menu. The music is the worst shit ever. Overall, I give this game a negative 10 out of 10. It's easily the gayest RPG I have ever seen, never played any of the Persona games. Oh, and before I finish, I want to show you all something to do with Persona. In Persona 3, all the main characters wear these red armbands. Who else is known to wear red armbands like that? Yeah, that's what I thought. This series has like a fucking subliminal message in it or some shit.